Hello everyone, this is George from Stairs with Sampling, and very pleased to be doing the first walkthrough video of Vibe. So this is the library. If you haven't seen the announcement, this is the library that we did the fantastic drummer Michael Shack. It's been really fun to do this. It's something that we haven't done before, a library that's mostly aimed towards contemporary music. So let me show you. So this first walkthrough video will cover just the drum kit. So the library has two drum kits. So the first one is DW set, really nice and very deep in sound. And then there's the trash kit, which is made by different junk items, and it also sounds really cool. So the library has one-shot samples, and from this button right here called Vibes, you can map to 4 zones. You have 4 zones right here. You can see them with white, marked with white. So you have 4 zones, and then there you can map different grooves and rhythms. So everything has been recorded in a couple of tempos. So for instance, Force on the Floor, it's recorded in 110 BPM, 122 BPM, 128 and 134. We have 4 vibes mapped on C, D, E, F, and then G, A, and B are 3 fills. So basically you have tons of content that can be useful not only in pop music, also in film music. That's one of the reasons we have done multiple zones, because if, for instance, you have a very large template and you want to use drum sounds, then you can map different genres. So for instance, for Reel 1 or Reel 2 or something like a project that's 20 or 30 minutes long, and then you can still keep your mix settings and have different grooves. So by default you have the full mix on and off. It's a summed pre-mixed version, basically a stereo file of all those microphones that you see at the bottom. That's turning on by default. You can see that it takes not that much of a memory. So if I click this, then it starts loading all the other microphones that you can output. Select the different outputs if you want. You can adjust the pitch, levels. So we have created some levels based on what our engineer did for the full mix. Then you have also panning mode. Adjusting the stereo field. You can adjust the stereo field of overheads, close room and far room microphones. So for instance, we have made the close room very kind of mono-ish, while the far room is more wide in stereo. On top of the kick and snare, you can see this wrench button. So when you click on this, you also have 6 other microphones, 3 for the kick and 3 for the snare, that you can adjust. So for instance, snare down, snare up, and so forth, so that you can manipulate the sound of the snare. And these microphones control the whole group. So let me just, for now, let's turn on the full mix. When you create something, then you can save or load your preset as with our other libraries, or if you want to get back to the default settings, you can click this. This button over here turns off the filtering, which is by default linked to the mod wheel. So I'll show you that in a moment. You have built-in help. So if you click on this and you have some questions, you can always click on the help button, and then you'll learn everything that you need to know about the library. The last button is round robin reset. So if you want to reset your round robins, just click on this or on the key switch at the bottom. Okay, so enough chatting. Let's drum a bit. So I'll play on my keyboard. I'm a keyboard player, and I also have a Roland Octapad. So I'm gonna try to play a bit with drumsticks. Sorry about that in advance. All right. Okay, now let's check some of the vibes. So as you can see, we have fourths on the floor, 16 feel halftime, break floor, sorry, in 3/4, in 4/4, 5/8, and 7/8. Drum and bass, Funk Orleans feel. Then you have a second set of vibes: hardstyle, punk, shuffle stomper, swing feel, and tom police. Okay, so let's just try the Funk Orleans feel, for instance. So my tempo in my project, I'll just set it up to 112. Okay. And if you want, then you can play on top of it with the drum kit on the bottom. So check this out. Let's actually start it properly. Okay, and let's try something else. For instance, this fourth on the floor. And now let me show you some of the cool stuff that you can do. For instance, if I click, you can click this on all of the buttons, but I'll just use a full mix for this demonstration. So if I click on this and click Learn MIDI CC Automation, and then map this to my mod wheel, as you can see, my mod wheel is going up and down, and this pitch wheel is also moving up and down. So for instance, you can create very cool effects, and also you can do the same thing with the pitch wheel right here, which is controlled with the EQ. So if I turn on the EQ, it has to say on. Now let's use both. So basically really cool combinations that you can do with the library. So yeah, stay tuned for more demos and for the second walkthrough. Vibe is coming out really soon. I do hope that you've enjoyed this video, and yeah, see you soon. Thank you. Cheers.